So guys, dahil sa bagong balita na lumabas na news tungkol sa eligibility ng mga Pilipino for the eTA, I'm giving you a tutorial on how you can apply your eTA for just a few minutes. So yeah, I will share you the links below on where you can apply for your ETA by yourself. So basically, yeah, when you are here on the web page, you just need to click on for this apply online for an ETA. So click that, and then it will give you the electronic travel authorization, how to apply. So this is a Government of Canada official website to apply for an ETA to fly to or transit through Canadian airport. It only costs you $7. So $7 lang po ang price for the ETA. So before you plan to fly to Canada, you have to have the ETA. So what you need to complete the form and pay for your ETA. So you need, of course, a valid passport from a visa-exempt country. So if you are not from the visa-exempt country, hindi ka po qualified. So since ang Philippines is included na, then you are qualified. A valid email address and one of the following acceptable methods of payment. You have to pay the $7 fee using your credit card, MasterCard, or whatever card you have. Then you can click now the apply for an ETA. So you can only apply one person at a time. For example, for a family of 3, you will need to complete and submit the form 3 times. So print your receipt. They will email updates and approval and extend your session if you need more time. So let's go for final instructions to apply for an ETA. So before you use the ETA form, read this instruction carefully. Do you have passport issued by France? Of course, you have to say no, because we are a Filipino, so definitely we don't have a passport from France. So instruction to enter your passport information. You have to enter your passport number. And take note of this information. Most passport numbers are 8 to 11 characters long. If the number you plan to enter is much shorter or longer than this, check that you are using the right number. Passport numbers are made up of a combination of letters and numbers. Be careful with the letter O and the 0 and I and the number 1. So don't enter any special characters like hyphen or spaces. This is just some notes regarding the passport. So now you can click the ETA application. Okay, so are you applying on behalf of someone? If you're applying on behalf of someone, you can say yes, otherwise no is fine. Then click next. So application for electronic travel authorization. What travel document do you plan to use? Normally we have a passport, the ordinary or regular. Unless the other categories is applicable to you, then you can select. But for us, just select a passport ordinary / regular. And then select the code that matches the one on your passport. So the code is Philippines, PHL. Find the Philippines. Okay, Are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States with a valid U.S. citizenship and immigration services? You can answer no if no, and yes if yes. What is the nationality noted on this passport? So, Philippines. They're asking about the nationality noted on your passport that you're gonna use. So, it's Philippines. Next, are you traveling to Canada by air? You have to say yes because they're only allowing you to have an ETA if you're traveling by air. If you're not traveling by air, you cannot have the ETA. In the past 10 years, did you hold a valid Canadian temporary resident visa? This should be yes because this would allow you to have an ETA. Or otherwise, if you don't have this, at least you have the next step. So, do you currently hold a valid US non immigrant visa? So, if you have this, you can also answer here yes, but either of the two, a past 10 years visa or a non immigrant visa would allow you to have your ETA. So, if you have it, you can answer yes, and then you fill in those informations. Otherwise, you can say no. Let's say, for example, you want to say yes. I will show you what's the next thing to input. Let's say yes to that. Then you have to fill in this US non-immigrant visa number and the date of expiry of US non-immigrant visa. However, you can say just no to that if you already have a past 10 years visa. So you will proceed now with putting up your passport number, your surname, your given name, your date of birth, your gender, your country, territory of birth, your city, town of birth, which is matching exactly with your passport, date of issue of your passport, date of expiry of passport, and on the personal details of applicant, you don't need to do anything because Philippines will already be there. So have you ever applied to obtain for a visa, an ETA, or permit to visit, live, work, or study in Canada? You have to answer here yes because you say yes on the questions a while ago. And then your contact information, your preferred language, you can select there English. So so if you say yes to that, sorry, you have to fill in your UCI number. So UCI number is a unique client identifier. And then here on the preferred language, you can say yes, English. You put your email address and your residential address. This should be your permanent home address. Do not enter an address where you live temporarily. So it should be your permanent address. And then your travel information. Do you know when you will travel to Canada? You can select yes, it's fine, and then put all the information you need to, but it's better if you say no because it's not a mandatory. However, if you want to say yes, then you need to know when do you plan to travel to Canada. You have to put in approximate date and please enter the time you flight to Canada. You can also select an approximate time. But if you select no, you don't have to fill in all of that information. And you will proceed now with agreeing the declaration of applicant and putting up your signature of applicant, which is enter your full name, the same as your passport. And then after that, you just need to press to proceed for payment. And that's it. Once you paid, it would take you only 2 to 5 minutes, and then you will receive an email, the ETA authorization that allows you to travel to Canada by air. Please take note, you can only travel to Canada by air. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this tutorial helps you well. Sana po ay may natutunan po kayo. Salamat po sa panonood ng aking vlog. Thank you.